Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Glory Podcast, episode 59, where I wanted to do something a little special because you guys know usually I like my little wake and bake sessions in the morning. Why don't we do a little
special? You're so fucking special.
A little wake and bake breakfast, maybe to wake everybody's morning. And I'm in a crafty mood. The last episode we did was about building bongs. Why don't we build a breakfast now? This is starting to be fun. And join me today, as always, my co-hosts. We've got Dayton and RayRoc. What's going on, boys?
What's up, brother?
How you guys doing this week?
I'm doing good, man. I'm going to leave it at I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Day, how are you doing?
It's probably been a long week for you too, eh? Well, it's the weekend, so now we can finally enjoy it. What's going on DaytonJay's world?
Well, Finley's at my mum's. Laura's just fell asleep, so free time.
We were just off the air about apparently he did an overnight binge watch on Netflix. Why don't you tell us what you were watching?
Please.
So I spent the night watching Sabrina on Netflix. Now this isn't the teenage witch. It's the chilling tales of Sabrina, and it's awesome. Honestly, it really is good.
Oh, I wish I could cuddle on the couch with you today and watch it with you.
I heard it is a very different version of Sabrina. It's like the realistic version of that. But I think I read something that they might be getting something was mentioned in the show, and they might be getting sued for it for copyright reasons. Or something like that.
Yeah, apparently they're getting sued for like $100 million by the Satanic Church.
Wow.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What happened?
They're getting sued for like $100 million by the Satanic Church. Because basically, in the show, in the school that they're in, there's a statue of, the Dark Lord or whatever, and it's a copyrighted image. So that's the Satanic Church have copyrighted that image of the devil. So
sweet.
Man, at some point, everything's going to be copyrighted, and we have to pay for everything now.
That's pretty cool when Satan's got his own copyright.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's just kind of, I was thinking out loud on that one. Sorry about that.
I might steal that. I might have to give you copyright for that to use those jokes.
Go ahead, man. I'm here all week.
Yeah, I was actually doing a little binge watch myself on Netflix yesterday. There's this brand new interactive. Netflix is now doing these interactive shows, right? So have you guys seen any of them where you follow along with the?
I'm aware of it, but I don't have enough time in the day to watch TV.
I was lucky enough to watch a few episodes before I fell asleep to one of them. So let me just quickly. The episode I watched was about, because I like adventure shows, like nature shows and that. So this Australian dude goes and he what you looking for?
I'm looking for the glue gun.
The glue gun? I have not seen it. So I've got Satch here in the background. Shout out to Patreon member Satch. Actually, we actually got 2 new Patreon members this month. So I thank everybody who signed up. We had Satch that signed up for VIP membership. And we also shout out to Brent Chapman, who is not on social media, but I know him personally. A very good friend of ours. And I thank Brent Chapman for taking the $10 pledge of checking out my stand-up comedy behind the scenes. Appreciate it, man.
Wait, what does $10 get you?
VIP. So I'm in, I do a writing group kind of thing. And so I usually post all my jokes in that writing group as well. I post it on my Patreon page. So
shit. I gotta slip over there and check it out.
Yeah, so that's where I like start, because I like starting somewhere and I have to work with my jokes kind of thing. It takes a while for me to like cut the fat, and it's called trimming the fat in jokes.
I like the compilations you did. They were really good.
Oh,
the shows you did, they came out really good.
I've been planning that for quite some time, for a long time, because I figure that's just like, it's so hard for some people to actually get like a full 5 minutes of good jokes recorded at once. Luckily enough, thanks to Patreon members, I've been recording almost all my sets, and I've been putting together how I vision my set is going to go if it was like fully recorded.
What do you do when you want to try something new? You know, like to throw that in a mix of your set. I'm sure you kind of have by now. You're in some type of rhythm, and when you want to try something new out.
The whole point of when jokes come from is premises, right? So a premise is the point you're trying to get across to people. That's pretty important.
Has anybody seen Rayshawn just said Black Summer?
What's that, Rayshawn?
On Netflix. It's called Black Summer. He just shouted that out.
I just saw that in a trailer on Netflix. I have not seen it, but it looks like similar to like Walking Dead almost kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like just a bunch of zombies again. It's like a zombie movie where it tries to take over the town kind of thing. I think the military might be involved. I don't know. That's usually what happens sometimes with those movies, right?
Okay.
Usually the fucking military, government, all that bullshit.
All right.
Well, that's conspiracy theories. I don't know.
Dude, I'm full of them, man. It's my cousin's fault. She puts this shit in my head, man.
Hey, well,
I'm just dumb, happy-go-lucky, and she's like, oh, yeah, you know, because, you know, I have a bunch of, you know, like, echo devices. She goes, you know they're listening to you all the time, right? I'm like, I have cameras pointed at me all friggin' day long. I'm sure they're listening, too, you know, like, as if I really care. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, I mean, like, why don't you show your face and crack a beer open, for fuck's sake? Stop being a coward.
I don't have a beer right now. It's a little early, but I do got Red Bull.
That's what I would do.
The government are like, do something fun, and we're sick of sitting here at this desk watching your boring ass.
I do got a breakfast drink right here, though. Here we go. Hit it, baby.
Jägermeister. Yeah.
Hey, I heard that. I love Jägermeister, man.
It tastes like medicine.
It
does not, man. Oh, man. Tanqueray tastes like Novocaine.
Tastes like black licorice, I think, right?
That's Sambuca.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the Sambuca thing. Yeah, that's black licorice. Jägermeister, I think it's got more of a spice to it. So it's been a while since I've had those. But I actually went out to I think we already talked about this, but I went to a local game bar out here. And
yeah, you did.
And they serve breakfast beers. So they actually have lagers that are made for breakfast. If any Canadians want that, so you Germans, you think you're up there for like a beer a lot, but come on, Canada's matching you.
We do keg stands. We don't have breakfast beer. We do keg stands.
I don't think
that's how we do over here.
You do realize that our whole culture is based on beer.
Oh, you were
and drinking too much of it.
You were born an alcoholic, dude. Holy shit.
That is true. The UK does like their beer too, right? They do like their draft beer.
Drinking beer and headbutting mother.
They even enjoy non-alcoholic beer out there too, right? They serve it at beer a place in that. I thought, now that's just me watching a Trailer Park Boys episode, and that's what they ordered when they went there. So.
See, I can't understand why you would go to a bar or a pub and drink non-alcoholic beer. Nor do I understand why a pub would serve water. It's like, just sit at home and have a glass of water. What's the fucking point?
Just don't ask for cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Anyone get that? No.
Well, I'm just.
Did you ever see The Departed? When Leo's in the bar, he goes, "Can I get a cranberry juice?" The dude looks at him and goes, "What's it, your period?" What?
Sorry, I had to blow my nose actually after that. There was like a little bit of snot coming out. All right, well, this has been a great start of a podcast. Why don't we get this breakfast started, shall we, boys?
Are you hungry, Coop?
Oh, shit. Now,
whoa! Man down.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You still
on. What? I've lost the call.
Oh my God.
I've lost the call.
Wait a minute. I cannot wait to see that back. He definitely just busted his ass.
Oh no.
Wait, oh my God. Where are you? I've lost the call.
Are you bleeding anywhere?
Are you?
All right, listen. Well, tap the screen and hit the camera again. You'll be all right. You can do this. You got this.
You got it, Jay. I think you might have accidentally pushed off the video button.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there you go. Woo.
Oh,
there you go.
Welcome back. Oh, and he's gone.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh my God, we've got somebody haunting the podcast again.
At least it wasn't me this time. Although this drum throne is not right. I'm gonna fall myself.
I do want to give a shout out to anybody that's in our chat today. Shout out to Rayshawn, fellow Patreon member. What's up,
boy?
Probably one of the longest fans on here on Patreon. Shout out to Rayshawn and everything he does, man. He's a hard worker, so I appreciate him taking the time to be here. We've got Kim in the house here as well. We've got Vito and ADTR. What's going on, boys? Anybody else I've missed? I think, and RayRoc, of course. RayRoc.
That's me.
And RayRoc. We got to give him a shout out.
Hey, guys, guess what? Mama Rock is in the hospital. She's sick as shit, man.
Oh, my God. I'm
sorry to take it there, but she's usually in the chat. She loves watching this. But, yeah, she's in the hospital.
Mama Rock, hey, get well soon. My thoughts are with you right now. That sucks to hear. Man, it's like...
Appreciate that.
You know, hopefully...
Can y'all see me?
Yeah,
we can see you.
Yeah, we can see you now, Jay.
Yeah, sorry for that, Ray. I'm much love to Mama Rock.
Yeah, well, I think you want to go. You might need a bed next to her, dude. You don't look like you're doing so well over there.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, well, apparently Laura sets booby traps. I've just tripped over a whole load of twirly woos.
What?
Just
what?
like it's a some little toys.
Twirly woo.
Whirly woo.
Yeah, little toys. I've just completely wiped myself out.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but that's funny.
What
happened? Why are you in the next race? Oh, I slipped on a twirly woo. Fuck.
This is going to be renamed to the Danger Zone, people. I swear, like every week, there's an injury that happens here, and I might get a lawsuit for it.
Well, we drowned COOP'S place 2 weeks ago. I sliced a finger off. Dave's got a broken neck. We're a train
I want a job as a stuntman for that.
Oh my God. At least he knows how to laugh off the pain, right?
Hey, you got to. Hey, dude, guess what? While we're on the subject, I found my old katana swords, dude. I don't know if you happen to see these, but these are fucking gorgeous, man. They were sitting in my closet all this time.
Wow.
And they are 100% real.
What?
That's steel, baby. So, we're not going to go ahead and play with knives this morning, but, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But this thing is
let's not repeat of that. And make sure you keep all your fingers.
Yeah. I got them. Boy, are they gorgeous.
All right. I think it's time to get this breakfast on. Boys.
Oh, sorry. You're starving. I forgot the world revolves around you. My bad, Coop.
As long as Dayton...
So if the world's wondering, Coop's just going to pour some cornflakes into a bowl, a little bit of milk. Job's a good one.
I hopefully do not have any cereal. I do not have any cereal. Today I'm actually, I want you guys to decide because I'm in the mood of making some eggs. All right?
Okay.
But what do you guys prefer me having? Would you rather have me have over easy or would you rather have me make a full omelet? This is an interactive show for you guys to decide.
I'll tell you what, the omelet sounds really banging right now.
My vote's the omelet.
Your vote's the omelet, and what's everybody in the chat room thinking?
Lucky Charms.
I've got no Lucky Charms. I think we have oatmeal. If we want to make it that easy, I could just whip up some hot oatmeal.
No. Yeah, Rayshawn said oatmeal stouts.
I've got Kim here saying over medium. That's usually in the middle kind of thing, right? Like
the other Kim said omelet.
Omelet. All right, we're to no oatmeal. All right. Well, I guess I'm making an omelet, boys. So the first thing I like cooking in my omelet is a nice onion.
No oatmeal.
I
agree, Kim. No oatmeal. None.
Pop up an onion, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wait, how is this fair for us? I get to watch you eat? What kind of deal is that?
I thought you guys were going to make breakfast along with me kind of thing.
Do I look like I have... Oh, you know what? I've got breakfast right behind me, hiding in plain sight.
Ray could use his katana sword to chop up his onion.
I was just going to say, you need some... I got all kinds of cutlery.
I'm just wondering if I can possibly try this one-handed because I've got no way of putting my phone down.
I'm gonna give you guys a nice crotch shot here of my belt below as we cut up an onion. Or would you guys rather see my face when I start crying?
Of course. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, I think you guys want to see the beauty shot, right? I just want to let you guys know that I have an onion.
Coop, if you're crying while you're cutting an onion, it means you don't know how to cut an onion.
Usually.
Wait. Is it a Vidalia onion? What kind of onion we talking here?
I'm using a white onion today. It's
white. Okay.
Right,
I was gonna say if you use a Vidalia, you're cheating.
Yeah, there's red onions.
I'm not cooking.
Red onions are usually white onions. I think a little more soft. I think it gets so. But that's all we got right now. Couldn't find any red onions at the store. What? That's weird. Couldn't find red onions.
Coop, so if your knife is sharp enough, so you're cutting the onion and not tearing it, and you cut down the membrane, so like the lines that are on the onion, you won't cry.
Really? So
really?
You cut
the... Be right back.
As long as your knife's sharp enough so you're cutting it and not tearing it, you shouldn't cry. And then if you cut down the lines of the onion, that helps too. Never across, always down.
Always down? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to wash this first because I've heard that if you run this under cold water, it helps also get rid of the crying. But at the same time, maybe I shouldn't do anything. I should just cry my balls out. I don't know. It's like
I've literally just got a mental image of your weepy balls.
Why would my balls be crying in the first place? Oh my god! I come up with the weirdest catchphrases on here. All right, cut down the middle. Try to make little wedges of it first. Always cut down. Make sure that you don't cut off your fingers, right? All right. So what do you usually cook in your omelet there, Jade? Or Dayton?
I like them pretty basic, to be honest. I'd normally just go with a tiny bit of onion, a bit of green pepper, possibly a chili.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of salt and pepper, and then if I'm feeling really adventurous, I'd stick in some cheese.
Ooh, I've got some cheese here. I've got one thing I love about cooking is spices. I love making different kind of dry rubs and spices and that. So I'm going to look in the pantry here of what kind of spices I'm going to add to the omelet. So that's my thing. Is I usually just put the regular like onion, a little bit of pepper. Some chicken, some leftover chicken sometimes. I've got some leftover chicken. If you guys want me to put a little bit of chicken in that as well. Make a little chicken omelet. Chicken in chicken. Now that's fucking animal cruelty right there. Oh my god.
It's kind of like incest in a dish.
Okay. I'm starting to cry a little bit. Oops. All right, whatever chopping technique about the crying thing didn't work. I'm just chopping up in little pieces now.
You're a fucking idiot.
It's too much pressure. I'm such a goober.
Hey, yo.
What's up, Brett?
Give me like 3 to 5 minutes and I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good.
The omelette will be done by then, Ray, so...
Is what I heard. Sorry, just playing day. Maybe.
Man, this morning crew is awesome. Except Dayton's already like, what? It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon there, right?
It's getting on for 3.
Oh, shit. Huh. All right. Look at this. It's all nice, fine, diced up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, les oignons. Les oignons. All right, great host. I'm actually showing you the details of the food. And I'm making you guys starve. You guys aren't eating. You guys should be cooking along with me. Kim says, over and out, right? Yes, you are. Oh, no, what am I missing in the chat here? Watch the fingers. Oh, no, somebody's getting sick. He will be back. Always cheese. Yeah, absolutely, Kim. Always cheese. I got to have cheese. Have to have cheese. So, yeah, I'm catching up with the chat while we're live here on the podcast. Make sure if you guys are listening as well on the replay, I really highly recommend you guys come check us out live. It's so much fun interacting with us, although I'm terrible at looking at the chat. And then we got Dayton over here that has trouble even getting in the chat room, right?
Yeah.
Can you even log in right now and see the chat?
No, I will.
It's the tab.
I could try, but I'm just too scared that this chat's going to close.
Oh yeah, no, it's all right. No, it's don't worry about it. We'll just let you handle the co-hosting. What else have you watched on Netflix lately?
Just Sabrina. I told you it's fucking awesome. So it's like Sabrina marathon.
Just Sabrina. Oh boy.
Right, so folks, that's Coop looking in his fridge, looking what he can use.
Yeah, I've got these. Okay, so I've got a little bit of Thai basil. It's I love putting this in a little bit of omelet. It's got like a sweet basil smell to it. Oh man, it smells like black licorice almost. That smells so good. So I'm gonna put some of that in the omelet. What else we got here?
I hope there's no mushrooms going in this omelet.
No mushrooms.
Why not?
I'm not a fan of mushrooms. I really am. I don't like the texture of the mushroom.
How about shiitake?
Rubber, right? What's that?
Did you ever try shiitake mushrooms?
I think so. I think
you gotta cook them. You can't eat them raw. They're really good though.
No, I think I've had them at like a restaurant, Matt. So, I've had like an enoki mushroom. Ever heard of those or something like that?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like a long one that they fried up with like barbecue sauce or teriyaki. It's actually quite good. That's like the only kind of mushroom out there.
I've had magic ones.
You've had magic ones.
Yeah.
I've never had. Yeah, I am the biggest square that people.
What the fuck? See, you're too young. You kind of missed that boat, man. The '90s, the best mushrooms in the world were out around the '90s.
I was
you were still pissing in your pants.
It depends.
See, we were quite fortunate that we've got a golf course that's like real near us, and the practice field was covered in magic mushrooms.
Oh boy!
So basically, as soon as it gets to like just before the first frost, so like the end of October time. Well, if you get there for nice and early just before the sun comes up, all the mushrooms are there for the picking, and that's what we used to do. Like stick them in the coffee, ground them all up.
Wow. And
then it was, and then it's all downhill from there.
Well. Hey, hey, as long as I've never done them before, I really don't know the feel of it. So thanks for letting me know. So you're teaching me. It's good. It's cool.
Hey, dude. The best way I'm telling you, if you ever do get mushrooms, some people are going to say make tea out of it. Don't do it. Just bite it, or put it in a sandwich. Don't do it. Just bite the bullet and eat them as fast as you can. They're going to taste nasty, but you're going to love it.
I've heard some people...
You get a mouthful of bugs, too.
Dude, they grow on cow shit. They literally grow off of shit.
Oh man, no, I think what I've heard is some people put it in chocolate pudding. I think that's what I've heard, that some people have taken them in the past.
Idiots.
So,
man up and eat them straight up. Mushrooms are the shit.
Yeah, so if anybody missed it, RayRoc, I'm going to put a little bit of this called Thai basil in my omelet.
Oh, wait, Thai basil?
Thai basil.
What's that, a new breed?
No, it's just they have different kinds of basils at this little Chinese market that I go to. So it's
I got like half a gallon of basil. You know, one of them big old motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, big ass basil. I highly recommend everybody go check out your local grocery stores and like Indian markets, Chinese markets.
Right now.
Like well, just when you have the time, if you want to add different flavors and that to your food, right? They have different things. Just don't get like garbage things. Like don't get chicken feet or anything like that. I mean, I would never eat chicken feet.
Did you say you would never eat chicken?
Oh, chicken's feet. Like,
oh, chicken's feet. Yeah, that looks weird. Did you ever see them in the big old bucket, like the pickle bucket? Bunch of chicken feet.
Yeah.
Duck pussies. They got duck pussies too. They sell. It's weird. I'm not kidding you. I'm not joking. Duck vaginas. There's just a whole barrel of duck pussies. It's weird. But people eat them. I'm not kidding you. It's a real thing. Look it up.
Please do after this podcast.
Oh shoot! You know what? It's what they're called.
Question at the beginning of the episode, Ray. This is where jokes come from. These ridiculous things. All right.
Oh my god.
I've got two different options here of what kind of peppers I can put in this omelet, people. One, we've got shishito peppers that we got at Costco. These are they've got like a quick bite to it, but they're like not that spicy.
Okay.
I mean, it's spicy for like 10 seconds to 20 seconds, and then it goes away, kind of thing.
Are they fresh or dried out?
They're dried out.
Okay.
So I still gotta wash them. Actually,
so
no.
What's the other pepper?
These are fresh. These are fresh.
What's the other pepper?
The other pepper. So anyone watching my Patreon, these are what they call green chili peppers.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you want me to throw a few of those in there and get a little spice to my food this morning for pepper-wise? Or
do you want to deal with that later?
Was that? Oh, yeah.
Do you really feel like dealing with that later?
I deal with the consequences when it comes to hot food, people. I'll sit there and I'll sit on the crapper with a coffee if I have to.
And a duck vagina in the background.
Anyways, but like, yeah, if you guys, I want to know from voting wise, you guys want me to go with the actual just like a good pepper with this like that quick spice it, or do you guys want me to feel the burn this morning?
How about both? I like that.
Yeah, both.
Someone said both.
Both.
Kim said both. Put them both in.
Oh,
boy. A little of this, a little of that.
Oh, man. All right. I'll throw a little bit of both in there. We'll start off with the shishito peppers.
There we go.
So what do you usually like for the breakfast in the morning, RayRoc?
Red Bull.
That's your daily breakfast every morning?
Every morning.
That's your so like when it comes to actual food wise, if you like spoiling yourself.
All right. If I do, and I rarely actually do eat breakfast because it just sits with me. Eggs is always a good start. Love eggs.
Yeah.
Or French toast, or
Ooh, French toast.
yeah, I make banging French. I make really good eggs too. Like they ain't dried out. Like you can't stick a fork in it and pick the whole thing up.
I might even
Scrambled eggs.
Hell, like, French toast would have been an easy option too to make this morning, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Hell, I think I still have time to make it. I've got 2 pieces of toast.
Look at him, my man got the munchies. So on that.
What you want me to, you want me on the munchies right now? It's time for a little toke break then.
Hey, I might join you, man.
Hey, well, it's Wake and Bake, and I starting to feel the fun, so might as well get a little more fun going, right?
Why not? You know what? Yep, that's definitely happening.
My boy RayRoc. Now, the strain that I'm smoking, ladies and gentlemen, is a strain called Alien Dog. Alien Dog. It's going to be on Patreon soon for Taste of Strain.
I'm smoking.
Who comes up with these names?
No idea, but I wish I could get paid to do it. That will open up job opportunities for everybody.
Mine don't have a name. It's just, I don't know. It's from the medical pharmacy. That's all I know.
Well, cheers, everybody. My boy RayRoc. Wait, I just gotta wait for RayRoc to join me now, right?
You should. You really should.
All right. Well, then in the meantime, I'm gonna keep chopping up this pepper here. I'm gonna show you what I have down here. Remember, I've got
Need a knife?
I've got my badass knife here.
I already did my nails. Diva mode.
Start chopping.
Chop broccoli.
Oh
my
yeah!
God, remember that skin?
Woo! Like poking a pussy. Just straight motion.
Just poking a pussy. Sorry. Just poking a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Poking pussies this morning. Yeah.
Make sure that you are in a safe environment while you're cutting.
You're telling me you're the one with the knife.
All right.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
All right, we got our shishito pepper chopped.
We got our.
All right. And usually I would put maybe around 2 or 3.
You got to keep the seeds in, right?
I'm gonna keep the seeds in. These are green chilies. These are
seeds. Hey, no seeds, no sticks applies to everything.
All right. Ooh, good. Sir, good, decent. That's going to be a decent amount of hotness to this breakfast.
Dude, I'm going to be worthless for the rest of the day smoking this early.
Maybe you might come up with your own little recipe booklet, right?
Dude, once upon a time I had one. I'm a hell of a chef. I just don't feel like cooking anymore. Can't really.
Man, I love cooking. I used to work at a restaurant, and I loved giving opinions on different recipes that we can come up with and that. So. I've always been a big fan of cooking. Grilling is my thing, boys.
Oh, yeah. Now you're talking, buddy.
Yeah, the barbecue. That's always my thing, man.
Yeah.
Steaks and weights. Steaks and weights.
Steaks and weights. We've actually got a smoker, an actual mechanical smoker outside, and we smoke the meat. So you get that nice little smoke ring when the meat is done after. Oh, it's fucking fantastic.
Right. You about ready, Coop?
What's that?
I said you about ready?
Let's do it up, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So if you two are getting baked, I'm going to have a beer, Anna.
About that time in the morning, yeah? Yeah.
Well, it's 3 o'clock here.
Hell yeah.
Already?
It's
wow.
Fog here.
That's right.
Corona.
You got Ronas over there?
You want to have a lime in that sucker, too. Coronas. All right. Let's chop up this this green chili pepper. First, give this a water.
Cheers.
Cheers, boy. So you're drinking a Corona? Did you put a lime in it?
I didn't. I ran out with lime last night.
What is your favorite beer out there, boys?
Well, for me, it's Corona or Amstel. If y'all get Amstel.
And what about RayRoc?
What's up?
What's your favorite beer out there?
My go-to is Molson Golden bottles, but my favorite, I'd probably say Heineken or Polar Girl.
Oh, look. I got little for Ray.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, check it out, dude. I love this thing, too. Can you get that? My Heineken mirror?
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, let's chop this up.
Ooh. Yeah.
So does that mirror work like beer goggles? You'll always look a bit better in that then.
Exactly. That's why I have it. I'm terrible looking, so I look in that mirror. There's stuff going on.
Oh, man. And also I want to hear from the chat as well. What is your favorite breakfast to eat in the mornings as well when you have the time to actually make it?
What do we got? Still drinking
strawberries all the way.
Bud Light Lime. Hey, you don't fruit the beer.
Bud Light Lime.
I'm just kidding, Kim.
Bud Light Lime. They have like Bud Light Apple now, I think, or something.
That's just disgusting. There, Coop looks like you know what you're doing over there, bud.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty.
There.
So is Gordon Ramsay on this next week then?
We got him this week.
I wonder if he would be like tearing me apart just by even talking to people while I'm doing a podcast.
I can do that for you, Coop. I'll yell at you if you feel like so you need to be. I'm just going to shut up. I'm just going to do that.
I will recommend that if you guys do you guys ever watch the show called Hot Ones? It's
don't know what it is.
Me either.
It is an online YouTube series where basically celebrities go and they eat these chicken wings with all these different hot sauces, and they make their way up the hot sauce level as the host questions them, and then they give their answer while they're sweating their asses off, right? Kind of thing. So Gordon Ramsay was on one of the recent ones at the beginning of the season. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen Gordon Ramsay do, man. He was fucking bringing out the Pepto-Bismol and swearing about everything.
Did you see when I did the whole kids thing? He's yelling in the kids' faces. They're crying and shit, you know?
You know what? I did not. I don't.
It was kind of hilarious, actually. I almost felt bad for these kids, but they had to know what they signed up for. This dude's off his rocker, you know?
Oh, yeah.
This should be fun.
I swear, though, I think Gordon Ramsay should put together a stand-up comedy set. I think that guy would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but it would be funny legend. To us. To him, he'd be dead serious. That's the funniest shit. When people are just funny when they're just talking, you know, they're just, oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's just took off massively, hasn't he? He's absolute legend, and he's just hit the major scales. You know, he's always been an amazing chef, but now he's just everywhere.
He just had a recent child with his wife, so congratulations to Gordon Ramsay about that.
Yeah, I think that's number 5.
Congratulations, Gordon! I'm so happy for you.
Oh my god! I just laughed like a squeaky toy there for a second.
You sounded like Alvin.
I can't even duplicate that, man. Holy shit.
Man.
That was authentic right there.
All right. What else do I got? What else should I put in this omelet? So I've got some onion, I've got some pepper, I've got basil, and Anything else should we put in there? Some cheese as well. I've got some cheese.
Oh man, cheese should have been. You should have put cheese in there before you started with the eggs. Of course, you got to put cheese in it.
Well, man, I guess the next thing to do would be get the eggs, right? So I think we're just gonna get the eggs and mix it up.
Have you even got a pan out yet?
Yeah, I've got a pan. It's right here.
This is the longest omelette ever. If I was sat in your kitchen waiting to be for my breakfast, I'd have left and went and got lunch by now.
I would have fed the family by now.
Batter up.
Oh my God.
Fucking hell, it's a whole new meaning to brunch.
Yo, he's dead on with that shit.
Most important thing when you cook with this is you gotta have butter.
Cheese, that is right. Zoogie.
Now, when I worked at a restaurant, it's weird because we used two different kinds of oil. One of them was butter oil. It was like butter, almost like margarine having. And then the other one was actually like oil. And it's weird because oil was the only thing we used with the eggs. And it did something weird to the eggs after we put them in like one of those plastic bins where people eat out of to scoop out buffets and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you let the eggs sit there for a long time, they'll actually change a different color, right? So you can't. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. But that's one thing I've learned. It's just like I use butter with my eggs, right?
Yeah, do that. Definitely use butter, real butter.
Yes, it is real butter. Don't be a pushy out there and get margarine. Get the real thing. Tastes better.
Dude, and they named it right, the dumbest name of all time. I can't believe it's not butter. I don't know what the hell that is, but I'm telling you, studies eventually are going to say that shit definitely give. If you want cancer, that's how you get it. I can't believe it's not butter.
Definitely isn't.
I'd love to actually just look at the ingredients and watch it be like all organic stuff. And like
the ingredients are, what's it, trans fat. That is the ingredient.
They'll say on the back 99% real butter.
Yeah. 100% trans fat.
I gotta get myself a little bowl here for the eggs. I crack some eggs in there. 2 eggs. This was suggested by Dayton. Why is it that it's so important to use just 2 eggs?
Well, it just stops it from being heavy. It's another reason why I don't ever put too much in an omelette. Just 2 eggs, no milk, no water, just 2 eggs. Whisk them for as long as you can. Just get it fluffy as.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you stick an extra egg in, they just go too heavy. I learned that from LL Cool J in Deep Blue Sea.
Really?
Oh man, it works. Man in that, yes.
With those eggs together.
Yo, I am fiending cigarettes this morning. I'm straight up chain smoking.
I'm sorry if this breakfast is making you feel sick. I feel bad.
That looks really good, man. Sick. I want some.
I wish we could I could just hear open wide. There's some salmonella.
That's right. You're gonna cook the salmonella right out of it. Yeah.
Food tastes so much better with a little bit of salmonella or E. coli. Just sprinkle it on top.
Oh man. All right. Now, one thing I usually do. This is what I like doing. Is putting a lot of spices in my omelet. So let's see what we got here. We've got red chili powder. We've already got the green chili, but here's the red chili.
Yeah, you got to balance it out. You got to balance it out so you get your loads of red in there as well.
Yeah, you would die laughing if you could see this on the screen right now. I'm cracking up watching him. Just letting him talk and seeing this food on the thing, it looks awesome.
Don't be looking below the waist.
That's what I was talking about. Oh, you thought I meant the food.
You got pan down even more. No, here, I'll be a good host. Next thing I'm going to be doing is putting some Kirkland garlic powder in there. You guys ever go to Costco?
No, we don't have.
We don't have
Costco.
Costco.
We got Walmart.
Wow. You guys don't have Costco there. Costco. I actually used to be an employee at Costco, so it was a good time when I worked at Costco.
Yo, I dead up thought Costco was just like Hollywood's version of Walmart. Like they couldn't use it. I never knew it was a real store until I found that there's a bunch of them out in the West Coast.
Really awesome because
there is no Costco in this. I mean, within a 500-mile radius, there is none. It's all Walmart here. You got Walmart there?
Yeah, we got tons of Walmarts.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
we've got Costco. We've got 2 Costcos actually just between us in like 20 minutes. So Costco's more local for us in this area, but they have their own brand there called Kirkland, and they make some of the most comfortable jeans you will ever feel.
Kirkland? I don't, dude. I wear sweatpants, and shorts.
I will make
T-shirts.
Wearing sweatpants in these things. That's how comfortable they are.
Really? If they're comfortable, I'm down. There's no reason for me not to be comfortable at any given point.
You know what? I'm not even going to pan down to show you what I'm wearing. Because I'm not.
Because I'm not.
This is it. I've just put this on special for the podcast, you see.
I've been naked the entire time. The whole time. No pants.
So you keep on seeing my arm moving. You keep seeing my arm moving. You guys don't know what I'm doing.
You're a rock star, Day. I love it.
Oh, this is a fun episode. So we've got add a little bit of salt in there.
All right, while you're adding stuff, I got to go make sure my grandpa's still alive because it's a rough morning over here. You guys are keeping me sane right now. All right.
Okay.
That's pretty fucked up that we're the ones that keep you sane.
Dude, you have no idea. This is madness here. This is insanity.
Hey, take your time. Because this is probably the longest omelet that's ever been made in history right now.
Well, that's good for me right now. So, all right, give me. All right, all right.
So we'll add a bit of salt in here. There we go. And then obviously we got a little bit of black pepper. No, I like a lot. Oh yeah,
giant pepper.
Yeah, I love pepper. Man, peppers are awesome, man. You were telling me that all these. We were talking about. I recently did I'm actually still doing it. Hot pepper challenges for JBSportsRadio. And you were telling me what kind of hot peppers that you've had out there. What are the hot peppers that you've had?
Well, the hottest I've ever had was the one I mentioned to you, which is a Scotch bonnet.
A Scotch bonnet. Now I've never heard of that. So is it like as small as a habanero?
Yeah, well, it's small and round. I'm
gonna look this up.
Generally, the red ones are the hotter ones, but yeah, they're small and round. And if you just stick one of them in your mouth, your head's going to explode for a bit.
Scotch bonnet. I'm going to look up the picture of what it looks like here.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, there's some like peppers that you can't even get hold of. You know, like the ones that are really the hottest in the world. That basically you shouldn't really eat, I guess. You know what we were speaking about, the Reaper peppers and things like that. I'd love to try it, but
it's
as far as an edible pepper that's mega hot, a Scotch bonnet, that's the boy. That
I've got the instructions here for it. It says Scotch bonnet, also known as Bonnie peppers or Caribbean red peppers, is a variety of chili pepper named for its resemblance to a tam or chanter hat. It is native to the Caribbean islands in Central America. Huh. Wow, it's got most bonnets have a heat rating of 80,000 to 400,000 Scoville units. Wow. So it's different from a habanero then.
Yeah, definitely. definitely.
And it's hotter than a habanero? Because I thought
I'd say so. I'd say so. I mean, I'm not sure about like when you cook it, but as far as eating it raw, definitely.
It's all right. What else?
It literally takes a piss over a habanero.
Wow. I have to see if I can find any in town because
just make sure you've got plenty of yogurt or milk in for afterwards.
I mean, if it's gonna get me views, it may save me from being broke. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, we've got 2 eggs in there. Okay. Anything else I should add?
I don't think you need to add anything else, Coop. We are waiting far too long for this fucking omelette.
Oh, this all right. Well, then I think we're good.
Are you sure them eggs haven't hatched yet?
No, either way. Oh my God, there's people out there that actually eat like. Have you heard of those people that eat like? The chickens are like half done and they eat them, kind of thing.
What?
Yeah, it's like
what?
Yeah, it's like I've heard some people out there where they make. Let me just start this up here. They actually eat like the chicken when it's like half born or something like that.
That's awful.
Yeah, so it's like, oh man, I don't know.
Funny you should say that. Is my niece went out to China for a year to teach, and like their culture as far as animals and stuff. The kids, what she told us, the kids would on the break. There'd be a little vendor, like you would get a tuck shop, man. You'd sell your chocolate bars and things like that. Well, their kids, they'd go over to their vendor and they'd buy a little baby chick or a bunny or something like that. And that baby chick would just go in the pencil case or in the pocket. And basically, it'd be with them all day. And at the end of the day, they're all dead.
What the fuck?
Like, yeah, it's like, whoa. Mind-blowing.
Man,
that's just going for what she told me. Is yeah, they literally go to on the break. They go to the little guy that comes to the school. They buy a baby chick, like a pet for a day, put it in the pencil case, and it just sit there and die.
Oh God,
that's awful, isn't it?
That's wow. Fuck sake, man. It's like definitely people like that. That's definitely animal cruelty, I think. Right, so it's like
yeah, but it's a whole different. They have a whole different perspective about food, animals over there, don't they? It's like it's just food or toys.
All right. Well, you said that the most important thing is to have the butter a little bit brown. So here we go. Here's the omelet. Yeah. It's starting to brown up. Oops! Do not put the bowl in the pan. Oops. And then I usually like try and like fill the whole thing, so it makes a whole like crepe kind of thing. It looks like an egg crepe almost.
Yep.
All right, and then I usually wash as I go, people. Most important thing is to have a nice and clean plates, right? So clean
is safe.
Clean is safe. All right, so
that's what we got taught on building sites.
I am going to sprinkle these hot peppers on.
Are you going to try and flip this omelet, Coop?
No. No, I fucked that up too easily. All right.
So while you're trying to make an omelette, I'm going to try and make a cigarette one-handed.
Little show and tell day, people. All right. I'm going to take a handful of a scoopful of onions here. Get the fucking cat hair out of here. God damn it. Stupid cat hair.
Stick it in the omelette.
All right. It's sprinkled on. Now, you have the option if you want to cook the omelets raw or not. I like them raw sometimes. Sometimes I like them cooked. It all depends on if I have leftover onion. Chop
I'm gonna have to put my phone down. I can't make a one-handed cigarette. Epic fail.
Gonna chop up a little bit of this Thai basil too. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get some cheese out. Sprinkle that on it. I usually.
So the only thing I find when you add cheese to the omelette and then you turn your omelette, the cheese sticks.
Hello. Hey guys.
What's up, Ray?
Yep.
I gotta click off, fellas, and I gotta deal with something.
All right, RayRoc. Well, thank you so much for joining, bud. Hopefully everything's all right with you on your end, bud.
Yeah, I'll get back to both of you on that. All right.
Okay. All right.
Love you, Ray.
Love you guys in the chat. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right. Sounds good, bud. All right. Hopefully everything's okay with you guys, Grandpa over there. Wish them all my thoughts. Everything's okay now.
I hope everything's all right with Ray there. Like,
Omelet's almost done. Sorry, I'm just can't let something burn here. Sprinkle the basil on top. Oh yeah. All right.
I always found the nicest like leaf to stick on an omelette would be parsley. Parsley's beautiful on top of an omelette.
Oh yeah, parsley. Yeah, I don't have any parsley with me. I had coriander. That's what we have here.
Yeah, but you kill things with coriander because it's so strong.
Here's a look so far. Looks really good. Oh yeah. So now I'm gonna put it into like kind of like a crepe form. It's going to go folded up like that on one side. Then I'm going to fold the other side. I think I folded a little bit too much on one side. So it kind of looks like a crepe almost. There you have it.
As us English would call a pancake.
What's that?
A crepe. A crepe is an English pancake.
I did not know that, man. You tell me stuff every day that I love learning, man.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, obviously it's French, but that's an English pancake. We don't have pancakes like you.
All right, and there you have it. There you go. What do you think of that?
It looks all right, but I bet you it doesn't taste too good.
That's how I make my omelet, where I just fold it up over like that. So
is that just to hide the runniness of it because you had it on that pan for like 3 seconds?
What's that?
Is that just to hide the runniness of the eggs because you had it in the pan for like 3 seconds?
Oh no, it's almost completely cooked. It actually cooks, I think, while it's like out, right? So that's one thing I've also learned is just. While you take out the egg, it still cooks. Well, it's still batched together kind of thing, right? So
you keep telling yourself that, Coop.
I'm just really friggin' hungry right now, people. I just made the longest omelet ever made, and we're about to take a bite to see if it tastes good. Now, usually, do you ever put hot sauces on this?
I wouldn't. I do like a hot sauce, but come on, it's an omelette.
I am trying to also eat healthy too, so adding that would make it a little bit more fatty. I am trying to like lose some weight at the gym. I was at the gym yesterday, and I lost about 1,300 calories. So all I did yesterday was just do mostly cardio. So it was So how's your?
I really need to pick up my cardio. You know, like I spend most of my mornings lifting weights and stuff, but then along with like cigarettes and stuff, my cardio is shocking.
I'm yeah, that's what I actually want to try and lose some belly fat here.
I tell you what, after that fall, I don't think I'll be doing any weights tomorrow because I'll have to watch it back to see how I landed. I don't know if you've seen it, but my neck is killing me.
all I saw was just you get up and then your screen like, oh, and then your screen went black or something like that.
All right.
So this is probably, I would say this has been a great podcast, but hopefully everybody's okay. Oh my God.
I think I'm okay, but I've just got a wicked click in my neck. It's just,
oh my God.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Okay, well, I think I'll join you guys in a little bit of like pain when I have to go to the bathroom, but let's take a bite to see how good this omelet is. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah. Mm. Wow, that's incredible. The salt mixes in with the pepper quite well with it as well. The cheese makes it really, really, really good. So you always got to add fucking cheese to an omelet, people. That's definitely key. And
what cheese did you use?
I used marble cheese. Ever heard of that?
I haven't.
Marble cheese is a mixture of like cheddar and mozzarella mixed together.
All right.
Yeah, it's quite good. Now I am feeling a kick from the green chili, so it is making me sweat a little bit. Mm. Mm. So good though. Oh yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Stay alive, stay alive. Oh man. Woo. Now that was a great podcast episode. I think we went over an hour long.
Yeah.
Did we go? I think we did. But I think this was a great podcast today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Dave?
I certainly did. Certainly did. Maybe not the beginning so much, but the rest of it was good.
What about the beginning?
I fell over.
Oh, all right. I mean,
Hey, Laura setting traps. She thinks she's a goonie.
Sorry, I'm starting to sweat. My face is going red. Oh my God, it's fucking hot, people. I don't know. Maybe this should be.
Are we still live? Are we still live now?
I'm. This is gold material that's going on right now. I feel bad for anybody that's just listening to the podcast. You've missed out. Oh,
look how red he's gone. Look how red.
We do get listeners on the Patreon page. Some people just like quickly like me. I even like listening to the podcast. I like going on Patreon and just clicking it, and it plays right from the player. And you can do stuff too while the episode is playing at the same time. It's pretty cool. So, hey, Dayton, do you have anything else you want to add before we end this today?
I'm all good.
Really?
I could always shout out my Twitter because I'm still trying to grow that back up after the Twitter thinking that was a robot thing. So if you want to follow me, it's at Danks Dayton, and that's it. I'm easy. I'm good.
Oh my God! Sorry, I'm mouthful. I'm a piggy. I'm also sweating very much. Wow, I see the drench of sweat coming down my face right now from this fucking.
Oh wow.
Well, but it's so good. It's so good. I love it. I think I'm gonna take another ball hit. Okay. So
you really should, right? Here's one for you, Coop. Just change that water out. Just put in some chili powder and water down the chili powder and take that.
Oh my God!
Come on, that's classic TV right there.
Oh my God, that's like
just give a spice to your weed.
As long as Jackass is accepting resumes, so I can send that video in after. I don't think I can handle getting like torched by people every day. You know. That show is funny, but man, they fucking hurt themselves so much doing that shit. Oh wait, do you know Jackass the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm just making sure you knew who Jackass was. So, cheers, everybody. Oh, and cheers to Dayton. He's drinking a beer. Oh, yeah. So, I'd like to hear from you guys. Before I die. You tell everybody about the Morning Glory podcast. Share it everywhere. Remember to like the video if you'd like the podcast episode. You get the word out. You know, word of mouth is still the best way of getting recognized, I think, out there. So make sure you tell people if you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you tell more people about it to join us live. Yeah, and I'm going to be sweating for the rest of the morning after I've done this omelet. So I want to thank all of you, especially who was in the chat room today. Give a shout out to everybody here. We've got two Kims here. Shout out to Kims. We've got Vito that was here earlier. RayRoc was here. We have Rayshawn that was here. And then I think who else was here? ADTR. Who else did I miss? Did I miss anybody else? If I have my apologies. Vito. Shout out to Vito as well, man. Thank you, everybody, for joining this episode of the Morning Glory podcast. Make sure you go support us on patreon.com/CoopTheComedian. We have just got up to 17 Patreon members now, so remember to go check out all 40 sets. That's right. There are over 40 stand-up sets that you get on Patreon, and you pay only $5 a month for. I think it's a hell of a deal. And let me explain why. Because when you go to a local comedy show, the cover is usually $5 that they charge, okay? I charge $5 a month for brand new material that I'm posting and from all my previous sets I've done as well. I think that's a hell of a deal. I just wanted to explain that to all of you out there, why I charge $5 a month on Patreon for my stand-up. So thank you, everybody, for joining this podcast episode. And wait, before we go, do you have any topics that you want to talk about next week?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Fuck it, just go random.
He just wants to get the podcast over with, I think.
No. It's I just wing it. That's who I am. I'll talk about whatever you want.
I've been starting to enjoy the recent weeks. Well, we've had a topic prepared. So, like, I did mention earlier this week that I was thinking about doing a cooking show, and I think this was a very fun episode. So, we'll talk throughout the week, and we'll come up with something. Make sure you follow us on our social media as well. I'm actually doing a lot more stuff on Patreon rather than going on Twitter more. I've actually shut off my Twitter notifications, so just Twitter doesn't help me. It just holds me back. That's all it does. I'm doing more stuff on Instagram. You can check me out on Instagram at CoopTheComedian there. You can also check out my stand-up sets available on YouTube as well for free. So thanks, everybody, for joining this episode. I'm going to go cry my eyes out. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Peace out.